Lions News Fan Report. Have you ever stopped to think about how the future of the Detroit Lions is shaping up for the coming seasons? Amid so many moves and expectations for the 2025 season, there is something even more crucial happening behind the scenes. What happens when a team like the Detroit Lions has a roster full of young talent and at the same time faces the challenge of making sure the right pieces are placed in the right spots, not just to achieve immediate success, but to ensure that success is sustainable for many years to come? What does the team need to do to guarantee that not just the 2025 season, but also the future ones, are even more victorious? What more do the Lions need to do to ensure their young core stays on top? And how can the choices they're about to make define the franchise's direction for the coming years? After the 2025 free agency window, the Detroit Lions are in a favorable position. However, as with any franchise aiming to stay relevant and competitive, the work doesn't end there. That said, one thing we can certainly confirm is that the Detroit Lions have a tremendous opportunity ahead to ensure their future. With many young stars already on the roster, the team has a solid foundation and, with some smart moves, can solidify themselves as one of the league's top teams. The team has made great strides, and it's exciting to see the progress. But is that enough to compete with the best teams in the league in the coming years? The answer depends on how the Lions address the gaps still present on their roster. When it comes to immediate needs for the 2025 season, two areas stand out: edge rusher and right guard. The offensive line in particular is of great importance, and the departure of Kevin Zeitler in free agency left a considerable gap. However, the good news is that the Lions seem to have an internal solution for this problem, with Christian Mahogany, a young player who has shown solid performances in recent seasons, now expected to step up as the starter. Mahogany has shown that he is capable of taking on the starting role and performing well, which is great news for Detroit as it eliminates the need to spend significant resources on a free agent. This kind of investment in young players is a clear example of how the team can continue to strengthen itself without compromising the long-term financial health of the franchise. On the other hand, the edge rusher position remains a major concern. While the team has shown improvements on defense, having a more dominant presence on the defensive line, one capable of constantly pressuring opposing quarterbacks, could elevate Detroit's defense to an even higher level. There's no denying that this position needs to be reinforced if the Lions are going to compete with the best teams in the league, particularly those with explosive offenses and elite quarterbacks. Detroit's defense needs more consistency and depth to face these challenges, and a quality edge rusher could be the key to that upgrade. While the team has some gaps to fill, it's impossible to ignore that the Detroit Lions are in a very advantageous position for the future. The franchise's long-term planning seems to be a priority, and the team has shown a strategic vision to ensure sustained success in the years to come. It's not just about filling immediate needs, it's about preparing the team for what's next. In this sense, the 2025 draft will be a pivotal opportunity for the team to strengthen its roster in a smart and strategic way. It's in this context that the discussion about the linebacker position, specifically Alex Anzalone, becomes relevant. Anzalone has been a key piece in the Lions' defense for the past 4 years. His presence on the field and leadership have been crucial for the team's performance, but as the 2025 season approaches, the question about his future is gaining traction. Anzalone, who will turn 31 in September and has a contract expiring at the end of the 2025 season, might be approaching the end of his tenure with Detroit. While he has been one of the defensive anchors, it's important to remember that football is a high-impact sport, and player longevity is always a concern. Moreover, Anzalone missed a portion of the 2023 season due to injury, which raises more doubts about his ability to maintain the level of play the Lions will need to stay competitive. Over the past few years, Anzalone has been essential to Detroit's defense, racking up impressive numbers, including 254 total tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 12 passes defended, and 27 quarterback pressures. He has been a constant presence on the field and a true leader on defense. However, at 31 years old, and with a possibility of a decline in performance in the coming years, the Detroit Lions must start thinking about a possible replacement for him, ensuring that the linebacker position remains strong, no matter what happens. That's why the 2025 draft could be a crucial opportunity for the Lions. In an analysis by Alex Ballantyne of Bleacher Report, he suggests that the Lions should focus on selecting a linebacker who could be the ideal replacement for Anzalone. This wouldn't just help fill the gap left by Anzalone's potential departure, but it would also bring in fresh talent to the defense, capable of becoming a cornerstone for years to come. In a draft where the team doesn't have many urgent needs, this could very well be the most strategic and intelligent pick to make. Two names in particular stand out as potential replacements for Anzalone: Danny Stutzman from Oklahoma and Barrett Carter from Clemson. Stutzman, for example, had an incredible 2024 season and is regarded as one of the most promising linebackers in the draft. He was named All-American after his third consecutive season with over 100 tackles, showing that he has the ability to stand out on any NFL defense. His ability to read the game, his coverage skills, and his aggressive play style make him an excellent option for the Lions. On the other hand, Barrett Carter from Clemson is another player worth watching. With 82 tackles and 11 for loss in 2024, Carter is a linebacker who excels at making critical plays and leading his team's defense. He was recognized as first-team All-ACC and possesses the type of talent that can make a significant difference at any level of the NFL. Both players are projected to be selected at the end of the second day or the beginning of the third day of the 2025 draft, which means the Lions will have a great opportunity to pick them up. With the future of the linebacker position at stake, this pick could be the key to ensuring that Detroit's defense remains one of the league's best in the years to come. Furthermore, by investing in young talent, the franchise would be setting itself up for the future while still focusing on immediate success. The Detroit Lions have the chance to intelligently and strategically bolster their defense by selecting a linebacker who can become a leader for the team. Not only that, but by making this pick, the team would be preparing for the long term, ensuring that the linebacker position remains strong and consistent, regardless of the departure of veteran players like Anzalone. It's clear that Detroit's defense has the potential to be one of the most dominant in the NFL, and with the right draft picks, the team can continue to grow and compete with the best teams in the league. Now more than ever, it's time to look ahead and realize that the decisions made today will have a profound impact on the team's success in the coming seasons. Detroit has the chance to become one of the NFL's top powers, and the choices made in the 2025 draft will be pivotal in ensuring the team remains competitive for many years to come. So, if you've been following the development of the Detroit Lions, it's important to stay tuned for the moves and details that can make all the difference in the future of the franchise. If you like this video and want more content like this, follow our channel.